at GMH. Here's the story.
Documents turned in just before an oversight hearing. The Guam Memorial Hospital had a lot of explaining to do as senators questioned their hiring practices, questioning what could be missteps in their above-step hiring. Above-step recruitment, where government agencies hire applicants at a higher step or pay grade because of experience, qualifications, or because a position is hard to fill. But is GMH abusing this process? Healthcare Committee Chair Speaker Therese Terlahi pointing out how GMH may be stretching the definition of recruitment difficulty.
I want to see those petitions to see the justification of how these were difficult to find, right? And I did see at least one where there was more than one applicant. There were 4 qualified applicants, and yet it's still recruited above step, as if it's not difficult to find. There's 4 qualified applicants.
And then there's the issue and process GMH used to hire their marketing and communications director. The applicant asking for a $160,000 annual salary, but instead GMH hired her above step at step 7, earning $75,000 a year, not including benefits. And again, according to docs, GMH didn't have to go far to recruit because the hiring was done in-house, since the applicant was already working at GMH, having been hired at the hospital above step as a management analyst 4.
We needed someone to do more than just a PIO, so we used the management analyst position, and we upgraded it to then include a lot of the communications and media releases and media responses. We selected the best candidate, the best talented individual with the exceptional qualifications, again at an above step. So does that, are we wrong for doing that? I don't think so.
The speaker responding, something didn't seem right.
It just seems peculiar to me that we have the ending of a PIO, and then we open a totally new position, higher salary, and then we recruit above step there to, I don't know. It's I can see why the media and some of the public have really questioned this. And unfortunately, yeah, I still want to look at the documents myself because I haven't received all of them.
Senators weren't the only ones in the dark, as GMH board member Sarah Thomas Nettydog told the Health Committee the board doesn't know about hiring until after the fact. Nettydog saying the board will likely revisit the 2008 policy that gives the GMH CEO the authority to recruit and hire above step.
She does report to us when these vacancies are filled. I would personally like to revisit the 2008 board action that was taken and revisit that and see how we can update it.
As for the oversight chair, the speaker also plans to look further into the hiring at GMH once she gets the information and documents she had requested but did not get.
We do have the documents, Madam Speaker. Unfortunately, our Xerox machine broke down. And so we ran out of time trying to get that Xerox machine working.
For Guam's News Network, Chris Barnett reports.
The Guam Department of Education has found possible ways to close their $45 million budget shortfall for the current fiscal year. KUAM's Isaiah Agin reports.
The Guam Department of Education appeared before the Guam legislature this morning via Zoom to provide a status report on their budget and how they are using federal funds.
To get a better understanding of our financial situation and looking at where the federal funds would be able to help assist the department in addressing areas where we see challenges.
GDOE is faced with a budget shortfall of $45 million for this fiscal year. According to GDOE Superintendent John Fernandez, in the last few years, the department saw budget cuts ranging from 12 to 15%. Fernandez was authorized by the Guam Education Board to come up with a solution to close the gap, which includes finding areas of savings. GDOE's enrollment has decreased by about 2,500 students in the last 2 years. Fernandez shared GDOE's plan to address the shortfall. Fernandez says GDOE will continue to work and address to close the shortfall. He also adds that the $9 million shortfall are more manageable than the $40 million, which means they can continue to operate. Reporting for Guam's News Network, Guahusi Isaiah Agan.
Another attempt to rein in the governor's power to unilaterally extend public health emergencies has failed. Minority Leader Chris Duenas moved for an override of the veto of his bill to require the administration to seek legislative approval for an extension.
Now, many contentious issues, Madam Speaker, have come to the forefront over the last 10 months in particular. Madam Speaker, I think it's really important, and the reason why I brought this bill once again for potential override is I think many of us have been receiving the same phone calls, emails, and seeing the organization of individuals fighting for their freedoms and asking for one thing, Madam Speaker, one thing only, is to have their voice heard.
He cited the vaccine mandate in particular as amongst the most controversial policy decisions by the administration.
The nature of picking and choosing which businesses can operate and which businesses can't operate it, and whether vaccinated individuals can go and dine in restaurants, and restrictions that have been placed alongside those who are vaccinated who can still contract the virus.
The override attempt came up short again with just 8 votes. They were Republicans Duenas, Moylan, Blas, Ada, Brown, and Taidagui, and Democrats Talina Nelson and Therese Terlahi. A bill to appropriate $25 million, or the second half of the governor's local employers assistance program, was passed by senators. It was one of the series of measures that will be headed to Adelup for signature. Nestor Lecanto has a recap.
The local pandemic recovery bill, dubbed LEAP, got the nod of 12 of the 13 senators present. Only Speaker Therese Terlahi voted no, issuing a statement saying while she supports the program, she believes the entire $50 million should come out of American Rescue Plan funds and not the local general fund. Others raised similar concerns, but voted for the measure anyway. Senator Tello Taidagui made mention of the spending in her closing remarks.
For me, this most recent legislative session has unfortunately served as a precursor of what politicians know full well is scheduled for the next year. Whether it was a decision to maximize federal resources first, before obligating limited local taxpayer funds, to inserting the legislature in a process of ensuring that settlement funds are prioritized for programs and activities benefiting those who have been harmed. This legislature just didn't go far enough.
Meanwhile, getting through by the narrowest of margins was Senator Tony Ada's bill to authorize the use of firearm suppressors. It passed 7-6 with Senators Pito Terlahi and Vice Speaker Tina Barnes absent. Senator Taidagui's bill to require adoption agencies to be licensed, and Senator Sabina Perez's bill to improve the process for government sole source procurement also made it through. In all, senators passed a total of 12 bills that'll be sent to the governor for her action. For KUAM's News Network, I'm Nestor Lecanto.
The CNMI governor is punching back and taking the House committee investigating him to court after legislators held him in contempt of a subpoena. Tomas Manglonia reports.
I am asking everyone in our community to ease tension, calm tempers, and help to promote peace in our Commonwealth.
After that call for peace, Governor Torres waged a legal battle in Superior Court on Tuesday to void a subpoena. The House Standing Committee on Judiciary and Governmental Operations held him in contempt for failing to appear before them last Friday.
The office of the governor should not be and cannot be subordinated to the legislature, let alone the overreaching acts of an out-of-control committee of the House of Representatives.
His attorneys wrote in the lawsuit, the governor has attempted to resolve it through discussion and negotiation and remains willing to do so. The legislative actors involved, however, have rejected any approach other than a confrontational and punitive one, and have now voted to hold the governor in contempt, a step that exposes the governor to potential arrest and imprisonment. At Tuesday's committee meeting, lawmakers made clear they aren't backing down.
Governor Torres has crossed the constitutional line. What is especially troubling is that Governor Torres has routinely flouted the rule of law on American soil.
The governor's attorneys argue that the subpoena violates Commonwealth statute, infringes on testimonial immunity, and lacks a valid legislative purpose. Torres says this was not the route he wanted to take, but remains open to discussing the matter with committee members to reach a solution. Tomas Manglotnia for KUAM News on Saipan.
27-year-old Akmal Koziev appeared before Magistrate Judge Jonathan KUAM in Superior Court for an arraignment hearing where he pleaded not guilty. At this time, the court is ordering a forensic evaluation to be performed. Koziev is charged with the November aggravated murder and aggravated assault of Dr. Miran Rabadi at the Poinciana apartment complex in Tamuning after a discussion about vaccines, according to court documents. He will next appear before Judge Senzon, who will issue his next court date. 48-year-old Henry Alvendia appeared before Magistrate Judge Jonathan KUAM in Superior Court for an arraignment hearing where he pleaded not guilty to the charges. It was last week that during a vehicle search near Tarzan Falls, officers found a loaded shotgun and rifle, 44 resealable plastic baggies, 33 plastic straws containing meth, and a small baggie containing meth. As KUAM reported, back in 2015, Alvendia was indicted for taking bribes from local businesses. He was sentenced in 2019 to 1 year and 1 day in prison. Alvendia is being charged with possession of a Schedule II controlled substance with intent to deliver, possession of a firearm without a firearm ID, and possession of a Schedule II controlled substance. And before we head into the break, KUAM and Coast 360 throughout the month of December share Making Spirits Bright. We want to see videos and pics of your Christmas trees, decorations, and holiday photos. Make sure to use the hashtag Making Spirits Bright Guam on Facebook or Instagram. Check out the video from St. Augustine family in Mongmong.
Don't need a work break, keep the smile on your face. The moments you can't replace, and I'll be around. Whoa. You can count on me. You can count on me for life.
Wherever life takes you, we're always here for you. Calvo's Insurance. Count on us for life.
We've made a lot of breakfasts, and along the way, we noticed something was missing. A warm cinnamon roll for breakfast, or with breakfast. A fluffy blueberry muffin from the drive-thru you're already driving through. A glazed apple fritter, which might find its way into your coffee. These are options every breakfast haver should have, and now they do. Meet the new bakery sweets at McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Hafaday, this is Congressman St. Nicholas. If you are a small business, you may be interested in a federal program called the State Small Business Credit Initiative. This program can provide federal funds to match equity investments into your company or help you get lower interest rates at local banks. To find out more on how this program can help your small business, please contact your Guam Congressional Office at 475-6453 or at michael.stnicholas@mail.house.gov.
This ad was paid for with official funds from the Office of Congressman Michael F.Q. San Nicolas.
It's a special delivery to your inbox every week with your KUAM News Roundup, program advisories, and promotions. Sign up for the weekly KUAM Digital Digest today on KUAM.com.
Welcome back. This year's United Fantasy Flight brought Santa Claus to Guam just in time for Christmas. And our Hannah Devanzo is joining us live from where all the holiday festivities are taking place. Hannah.
Tyler, I'm here at United Airlines Fantasy Flight where Santa is here from the North Pole, as you can see. I'm here with General Manager Justin Marion for United. So Justin, tell us a little bit about the event here today.
Sure. So first off, I wish everyone could be here at the United Maintenance Hangar here at Teton. We are hosting our annual Guam Fantasy Flight event catered towards the various homeless shelters here on Guam. Our employees got together to truly make this a magical experience for our homeless children here on island. The one thing that we have done that's extra special is we've actually worked together with the Catholic Social Services here on island, and we actually got the wish list from the kids who are participating in today's event. Our employees worked hard together in the background to truly try and deliver and make sure that Santa Claus brought one of those gifts to Guam today from the North Pole.
And as you can see, they're doing some gift giving right now. But why do you guys do this for the kids?
You know, it's all about the holiday season and giving back to the community. United Airlines truly believes in taking care, especially of our youngest customers, the children here on Guam.
Thank you so much. What a great event you guys are holding, and you can just tell Tyler that everyone is in the holiday spirit. Reporting for Guam News Network, I'm Hannah Devonzo.
Looks like so much fun. Thanks so much, Hannah. That is, again, our Hannah Devonzo reporting live from all the fantasy flight excitement in Tizen. Might be Guam is hot, which means it's important to have a high-quality air conditioner from a trusted brand at a reliable price. Here's more on one of the newest and biggest enterprises to enter the local market. Midea is one of the largest producers of major appliances. On this Inside Business, we bring you into one of the newest and coolest businesses on Guam.
At the beginning, we built a building. Nobody knows what's this one. They thought the outside looked like a restaurant, like a GPO, something like that. But eventually, I explained that this is a Midea appliance center. It's a nice showroom.
Franco Hoy, president of the business, tells the story of bringing the largest high-tech global manufacturer of appliances to Guam. Midea Group is a Fortune 500 business that is highly known for its air conditioners. But there's so much more to them.
At the same time, when you buy appliances from us, for example, you buy a rice cooker, microwave, refrigerator, you think about your kitchenware.
That's right. The second floor is dedicated to household and kitchen items to match with the appliances downstairs, making it the perfect one-stop household and appliances center. But the journey to get to where they are now was definitely not a breeze. The project started 3 years ago, but they immediately found difficulty and hardships just 2 years into the project when the COVID-19 pandemic swept the world.
And then I don't know if the building can finish or not. And we had a lot of hardship in 2020. So we stopped for a long time. And eventually, with the help of the local contractor, we made it successful.
You can't experience success without going through challenges. And when restrictions began to ease, they got back to work and eventually completed the beautiful glass building we see in Tamuning. Hui says when customers come through their doors, the goal is to deliver everyone the VIP experience.
When you're here, you feel, it look like your home.
They currently have 21 employees, but he says they're looking to hire more soon because at Midea, it's more than retail. It's the whole package.
Because not only retail, we do also the service, we do also the installation, delivery.
They're also developing their online store to deliver even more convenience to customers.
People can buy and shop and give us a call, and then pay by credit card, then we deliver to them. So they don't necessarily to come here, just give us online payment, then we deliver to their home.
But we encourage you to check out the store to see the wide variety of options they have. Enjoy the shopping experience and learn more about Midea. For Inside Business, I'm Tyler Matinani. Sports is up next with Dave Delgado. Keep it here. You're watching KUAM.
Your community calendar is brought to you by Taco Bell. Whether it's your first meal or your fourth meal, we've got you covered. Taco Bell, live Mas.
Off a day. This is Governor Lou Leon Guerrero. If you're struggling to pay rent and utilities because of the pandemic, your government can help. Our Emergency Rental Assistance Program provides direct relief to you. To date, over $6.9 million has helped over 1,500 households.
Apply online at eoa.guam.gov or call the Department of Administration's Emergency Rental Assistance Program at 671-638-4518 or 19.
From now until December 31, enter to win the 1 million Pacific Points giveaway. Simply activate your account, refer friends, earn and redeem points at Foodies, Shell, and IT&E. Learn more about the 1 million Pacific Points giveaway at pacificpoints.com. Pacific Points. Do more, get more. The holidays are here, and you know what that means. Time to gather with family and friends, dress up our homes, and explore the Christmas season in paradise. Why not share these moments for a chance to win $100 in cash? Log on to visitguam.com/Instaguam today to participate in the Guam Visitors Bureau's #InstaGuam photo and video contest. A winner will be chosen every week, so share your best holiday moments now and win. Brought to you by GVB, making Guam a better place to live, work, and visit.
KUAM Sports is brought to you by Docomo Pacific. Better together.
The Coors Light Uproar Sleigh Games is scheduled for this Saturday at Custom Fitness in Antigua. Competitors will go head-to-head for a chance to bring home some cash and prizes.
It's kind of our end of the year event. Of course, thanks Coors Light again for sponsoring this. One of the biggest things is we're actually looking down the list of the names of the competitors, and this is actually a whole new group of subset of people, especially within the team category. It looks like it's a whole new bunch of people, so we're pretty excited to get, like you said, a lot of new competitors and just kind of get a new feeling of like this functional fitness aspect. We just like to showcase, there's a lot of hard work that goes behind the scenes, and regardless of where you finish, I think that the number of hours you put in the gym, it goes a long way, and you have a lot of friends and family and your support staff, so it's really good to kind of showcase that regardless of your finishing status. I think a lot of PRs, a lot of new things that come around just in terms of the competition platform.
The Kill Cliff Liftoff will feature a strongman and strong woman division for cash and prizes. Best overall lifter will also go home with some money and prizes. For registration and tickets, check out guamtime.net.
We have 12 male competitors for that, and for the female right now, I think we're hovering around 9 or 10. For the Kill Cliff Liftoff, basically it's going to be 3 lifts, and we kind of modified just to kind of demonstrate some power, speed, and strength. First and foremost, we have a deadlift ladder, which is basically a speed ladder, and then from there we have a shoulder to overhead, so that should be pretty fun, seeing how basically how heavy you can go from a shoulder to overhead position. And the last one is going to be a med ball over object. Basically, they're going to be trying to throw med balls over 8.5-foot object.
Congrats to the Bank of Guam Strikers FC U6 team for winning the Jingle Bell Soccer Tournament. The team is here posing for a group photo with the gold medals and the championship trophy after winning the final match. The Jingle Bell Tournament, a youth soccer event supported in great part by Japan Football Association. U6 and U8 division matches of the tournament concluded at the GFA National Training Center Robbie Weber Youth Soccer Pitch. The final weekend of the tournament will feature U10 divisions on December 18th. The photo was submitted by Samantha Bautista from the GFA.
KUAM Sports is brought to you by Docomo Pacific. Better together.
You are everything that matters to me, and I promise to do whatever it takes to keep you healthy to be comfortable, and to be free. I love you. As long as we're together, I'll always make sure that home will always be our best place to breathe.
The all-new Hyundai Tucson.
Looking for TV schedules, upcoming sports, or special presentations, or what you may have missed over the busy week you had? Well, look no further than KUAM Digital Digest. This weekly emailed newsletter puts all kinds of information in the hands of subscribers each and every week. Just subscribe and we will make sure you keep up with your favorites and stay informed and entertained throughout it all. Go to KUAM.com, click on the newsletter tab, give us your email address, and you are all set. Brought to you in digital partnership with King's Restaurant and Ruby Tuesday Guam. It's the KUAM Digital Digest, your weekly guide to the latest information and best entertainment on the stations and platforms of KUAM.
And before we close out the news tonight, our latest round of birthday shout-outs from the Cold Stone Creamery Birthday Club.
We are sending the most wonderful happy birthday messages on this December 15th to KUAM kid Zariah Hope Sablan, who turns 9 today. She gets 9 hugs and kisses and a lot of birthday wishes from a very, very proud family. Happy 9th birthday, Zariah. Love always, your family, including Big Daddy Papa Jake, who is very, very proud. He's a very proud papa. Congratulations, guys. Florpies Babauta, happy 82nd birthday to our mom, B. Babauta, Familia Jeris. Tautau Santa Rita, we love you, says your family, and God bless you always, from your children, your grandchildren, your great-grandchildren, and your great-great-grandchildren. Biba cumpleaños to you, ma'am. Ava Rose Napati Kitachai celebrates birthday number 4, and to my granddaughter, Ava Rose, we love you and hope you enjoy your day. You get lots of love from Mommy, Kian, Sage, Kaylee, Kynan, Carter, Grandma Jennifer, Uncle Donald, and the entire family. Happy 9th birthday to our goddaughter, Zaylee Mae Tallyman. Wishing you a happy birthday with many more wonderful and healthy years. Enjoy your special day, and Nina Net and Nino Kin are giving you the heart emoji. Not just any heart emoji, you know, the big one with the shine on it and everything like that, the really special one, and that can only come from Nino and Nina. That's awesome. And lastly, but certainly not leastly, happy birthday to DJ Joser, one of our own KUAM family members. Wiki, fresh. He is the man here at KUAM. He's my partner in crime on the link. And Joser, he's been here a long time. He's a valued friend, family member. And we wish you a happy, happy birthday. Have a good day.
That's going to do it for us here on Primetime. Thanks for watching. Good night and be safe, Guam.
In Full Zoom is presented by Calvo Enterprises, Inc. and IT&E.
Howdy, everyone, and welcome to another edition of In Full Zoom. I'm Nestor Lecanto, and pleased to welcome our guest this week. He is Director Vince Ariola of the Guam Department of Public Works. And Vince is here because we're going to talk a little bit about the transportation money that's coming in from the infrastructure, the $1.2 trillion infrastructure law that was signed recently by President Biden. Howdy, Vince. Good to see you.
Howdy. Good afternoon, Nestor and Jason. Good to be with you folks.
Okay, first of all, let's get your reaction to this massive transportation and infrastructure spending bill.
Well, you know, obviously it's President Biden's goal to help jumpstart the economy still, you know, and fix a lot of the infrastructure issues, not just on Guam, but throughout the nation. Because I think as most people know, once you get a massive infrastructure effort going throughout the nation, that spurs a lot of jobs, that spurs a lot of buying. It increases the strength of the national economy.